Welcome back everyone. In today's video we are taking the step further and combining two powerful elements, FM riffs and 303 acid lead sounds. So first I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna create. If you caught my last video of creating the FM riff, you know how they can lay down a hypnotic and energetic foundation for a track. Now we are adding a new layer of depth and movement with the iconic 303 acid leads created using Dune 3. So Dune 3 has quickly become one of my to-go synths. It's versatile, it's rich, and offers a distinct sound that cuts through the oversaturated typical Serum and Vital presets. It's perfect for creating these sharp, resonant leads that carry so much energy and character. 303 acid lead sounds have been a staple sound through my career, and they can be the centerpiece of a track, a storytelling element that drives to the narrative, or the tension-building elements or the layer that pushes the energy to the next level. Their high resonant filter movement combined with the distortion makes them crispy, dynamic and incredibly effective. After the great response to my FM riff tutorial, I wanted to take it further and show you how these two elements, FM riffs and 303 leads, can work together to elevate your track development. Instead of relying on presets, I'll show you how to create these acid leads from scratch using Dune 3. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a killer 303 lead sound, but also a deeper understanding on how to blend it with the FM riffs for a cohesive and high energy track. Let's get straight into it and start crafting. Alright, so I'm gonna mute this track and I'm gonna add another instance of Dune 3. I'm gonna go to patch initialize preset, and this is going to be our start point. I'm gonna try adding a different type of the filter, let's say 24 dB per octave. Resonance I'm gonna crack up to 60%. And from the FX bus I'm gonna turn on the distortion. Overdrive, drive to maximum. We can add a little bit more drive from the filter. We can add the effects over here like hard distortion. And again, I'm gonna add a little bit of the amp envelope to it, to the filter, and I'm gonna shorten up a little bit of the decay time because I wanna have a little bit of the envelope on the filter straight away. From the oscillator side, I'm gonna send it to 2 voices only. I'm gonna reduce the detune. I don't want it to be detuned because I don't believe it sounds good enough, but I wanna use spread because I wanna spread these 2 voices to be more stereo instead of... I can use more voices because I'm stay up to 2 voices up on this point. And I'm gonna start writing the melody, and I'm gonna use only 1 for now. I'm gonna make a loop there. I'm gonna start by writing down the key root notes like D sharp. And I'm gonna add all of them until the end of the loop. Let's say something like this. Then I'm gonna make the first 3 shorter, like... And I'm gonna solo this channel, of course. The 4th note I'm gonna add above and I'm gonna extend it. And now since I want to use the glide in this position, I'm gonna make all of them a bit shorter right now. Only the ones that I'll be gliding. And I'm gonna use these 2 as well and something like this for the beginning. And since I'm gonna use the glide, I'm gonna set the legato over here and I'm gonna increase the glide time to around 70%. And now, since I already have the melody, since I already made it, I want to use like... So all these three notes, so it's a D sharp, E, and C sharp. And I'm gonna use that like... I'm gonna use this as a glide as well. This I'm gonna make it shorter. This one I'm gonna use as a glide as well. And I'm gonna... This one, I'm not sure, but... I'm gonna straight away like MIDI learn, and I'm gonna attach it to one of the knobs. This is good enough already, but I wanna customize it a little bit, and I wanna move all these notes that are regularly just the octave above, like... And then maybe these two as well. It sounds okay, but it's still not on that point. Since we have the overdrive, we can try hard clip as well. It still sounds okay, but it's not on that point still, because this Screamer is one of the best sounding distortions I ever heard, like Screamer 4 and Screamer 42, but Screamer 4 times is really good enough. From the unison voices on the master part of the Dune 3, I'm gonna spread, increase all the way up, and... If you want to use this type of the melody for, like, let's say tension build or something in the background that's gonna support the main lead or the main theme, then 2 voices is enough. But if you want it to be like extremely powerful, and if you want it to be the main thing, you can crank it up to 32 voices, as most of the VST instruments are allowing you to have 16 voices. By the oscillator in Dune 3 you have up to 32, and now the sound is going through the roof. Again, choosing the different filters. All these alpha are really good sounding ones. Again, now since we are using Screamer 4 times, we don't need to use any distortion on the filter, because it's gonna sound like double distorted and a little bit messy. If we add a little bit of a delay on top of it, I'm gonna use a timeless, since I can control the filter of the feedback a really good way. So now I can record the automation of it and set it on the lower point and extend the loop, and then just click right and... Now the second thing I want to do is what is really important, that if you want to use it at the break, in the part where kick and bass are not playing, I wouldn't apply any low cut to it, because it's just gonna lose the power. And then once it starts playing, with the kick and bass we can start implementing. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna record the automation for the low cut as well, as I will just play it like this way. And I'm gonna set it to go into this part, let's say something like this, and then I'm gonna set it to 200 over here, And once the kick and bass are playing, it's gonna go all the way, and that way create a certain movement. So let's hear it out. I accidentally locked it, so let's hear it out. And that would be all for today. It's super simple. The main thing about all these 303 sounds is the distortion, like how does this distortion sound, and in general, like if you find a good sounding distortion VST instrument, especially in the Dune 3 where you can have up to 32 voices on one oscillator, and when you have such an amazing sounding filters as well, there's going to be super easy job for us. So the key points are to use legato if you want to use the glides, increase the glides up to 70%. We can use 2 different oscillations, but it's not even necessary since it's so big already and we don't need to support it with so many other layers. The distortion, Screamer 4 or Screamer 42, insanely good sounding distortions, insanely good sounding filters. Everything's so good about Dune 3. I do sound like I have they've been supporting me or they have been sponsoring me, but this is not the case. But I honestly believe this is a great sounding specifically because it generates a different sound from Vital, Serum, Spire. All of them are kind of similar sounding, and they are, even though they are amazing tools as well, sometimes we get sick of using the same tools all the time. And something new, which is not that new, I was using Dune 2 as well, but anyway, something that you can use for creating such a powerful leads that you can use for attention builders, for main theme leads, for melodies, etc, etc. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon with another video. Bye!